Hello guys, my name is Dr. Varun and you are watching Chlorophyll Classes, where this is the another episode of our NEET 2026 or your 11th class syllabus completion. Well, yesterday we were talking about the living world chapter. We have completed half of the chapter. The last portion of the chapter is left, which we're going to be completing in this video. Meanwhile, since today I am recording the videos in little late, so there are less lighting compared to the usually lighting setup, but we will work on it, and tomorrow there will be a videos on the proper timing. Coming up in today's video, we're gonna be finishing up the last topic of this chapter, that is the taxonomic categories and what we are talking it about. And then we will be doing the some of the basic question practice so that we can build some kind of question solving skills over it. Let's just dive into it. So the topic that we're going to be studying today is what? Taxonomical category. Taxonomical category. It is also written as taxonomical hierarchy. Hierarchy means that certain ways of division or classification. Like if you remember that when we are doing taxonomy, okay, in taxonomy we used to do the 4 steps. We used to do characterization, we used to do identification, classification, and the nomenclature. So when we are classifying it, this is the different zones in which we are classifying, which gonna be studying. Now you know that when you go to any school or any institute, there are certain people at the level. Let's not go there. Let's just take a home example. At your home also, that there's a certain levels of individuals. So higher is the head of the family. For example, your grandparents. Under it, what? Your mother, father, or their siblings are there. Okay, means your uncles and all those things. Then comes you or your siblings. If you are there elder than you, then they come and then you come. So this is the hierarchy in the family. Okay, so same thing, hierarchy in terms of an organism also, that where it existed. Okay, what its class. Okay, what's its rank. Okay, so that is taxonomy or taxonomical categorization. So broadly there are 7 such categories. Okay, and it has what? It has a mnemonic to remember. Okay, so what is the remember? The mnemonic is keep pot clean or family gets sick. Okay, so what it is, from higher category to the lower category I am telling. Okay, so it is what? Keep K pot clean or family get sick. So let's just try to write it completely. What is it? The highest category is what? K for kingdom. Then it comes the phylum or division. We call phylum for the animal kingdom. For plants, for fungi, it is divisions. Okay, then C for class, O for order, F for family, G for genus, S for species. So if someone will ask you that in this, what is the highest category? So this is the highest category, highest taxonomical category, whereas this is the lowest taxonomical category, species level. When now there is a very important question. So if someone is at the kingdom level and goes towards this level, so what will happen? The number of animals reduces. Okay, so number of animals reduces if we are going from higher to the lower taxonomy. If I am writing that lower to higher, what will happen? The number of organism increases. Number of, like animal is not the right word, organism word should be used. Okay, because we are not just talking about animal but any category. Okay, different kingdoms are there. So number of organisms increases. One thing. Okay, next thing you have to remember, what? You have to remember that when you are going from higher category towards the lower category, the similar kind of characters will start appearing. Okay, so as going from higher category to lower categories, similarity increases among the organisms which will be present in that area. Okay, so similarities among organisms increases, and if we go from lower to the higher, then the similarities will decreases. Okay, important question, these two. Moving up to the next one. So what we have studied, keep pot clean or family get sick. Higher to the lower I have told. The highest one is what? Kingdom, then phylum or division, then class, order, family, genus, and the species one. So let's just dive into it. Now if someone will ask you that, these questions can be asked. So if there I have made it this hierarchical plan over here. So if you see that at the species we have a dog, but when it comes to genus they have what? The dog and wolf have similar genus. If we go to the family level, they all belongs to, like, this is what? Dog. So dog is what? Lupus. We use the word domestic dog as the lupus word. Okay, so the whole species name is Canis lupus. Okay, look at here. Okay, I hope you can see it. So Canis lupus, dog. Now the dog has a similar look with the wolf. That's why there are certain dogs like the huskies and all. They look like what? Your wolf kind of a thing. So these are Canis genus, both of them. Okay, the wild dog, wolves, and jackals, they have a similar genus. Moving on to the family, they belong to the Candidae family. Okay, so Candidae families have dog and dog like jackals and all those animals. Okay, wolves, dogs, jackals, and all those. Okay, then they are all belongs to the order Carnivora because they eat flesh. So Carnivora have what? These cats also, means the Felidae family also come over here. Okay, then class is what? Mammals has what? Certain features, like they have a ears, they have a hair on their body. Okay, so these are different mammals comes on the higher level. So as it going to the higher level, new different features are started coming, means character similarities decreasing from lower to the higher level. This is only I have told you over here, it will decrease. Okay, moving on to the phylum, they are chordata have birds also, no similarities. But when it comes to the basic body plan and the embryological evidences, yes, we look similar. Okay, moving on to the kingdom, animals. So all the animals has what? Moving structures and all those things, which are the basic features of them, germ layers and all those things, which we're gonna be studying in the animal kingdom, and you're gonna love that chapter. Okay, with me. So that thing will come, and then it comes to domain. What is that? We will be learning into the biological classification chapter number 2, which is gonna be starting in the next week, Monday, because today we're gonna be completing this chapter only. Okay, so as you see that as we are going from lower level to the higher level, the number of different types of organism increasing, but the characteristic similarities decreasing, and vice versa when you are seeing it from the upper level to the lower level. I hope that this very important thing is clear to you. Now let's just see the what is given in NCERT, which is important, which is not being told by a lot of people, but I am making it easier for you over here. So this is what? This is from the species level to the highest most level. If someone will ask like to explain it, or maybe how you will give it up, okay, so that would be what we're gonna be understanding over here. So what it is, we have to use just a common sense over here when writing the definition for your written paper. So in written paper, if someone will ask what is species, so species are the closely resembling features present in a group of a population. Okay, means Homo sapiens is one such species, which sapiens is what? One such. We have what? Common characteristics. The dog, one species, like we have different breeds of the dogs. Okay, so one such breed is known as what? The lupus one. Okay, so that is what? One such breed. When it comes to tiger and lion, so tiger is what? Tigris. It looks like, we know that when tiger come in my mind, that means orange color coat with the black stripes and all those things, big cat like face. Okay, but if you see the lion has what? It has a yellow tan body with the hairs present on the head and the neck areas, covering it like a hood kind of a thing. So the difference comes in your mind. So means this is what the species as a common what we say that lineages to it. Okay, I'm just going to the next page to writing it up what it is. That species, concept of species that is coming up. So species concept was given by what? Given by Ernest Mayr. And here comes the about the person who was given to you in the initial of this chapter. Now everyone will be like that. Most of the teachers which I felt that they are making you read it first, but you should read it here about that. Why? Because he is the one who gave the concept of speciation, and because of that he put that thing onto the center table of the discussion about the speciation or species. He is also called as Darwin of the 20th century. Ernest Mayr lived for 100 years. In 1904 to 2004, he was present, and he was known as Alexander Agassiz of Department of Zoology. Okay, and he has a triple crown, 3 different prizes he has received in his lifetime, and his work is amazing. And when the, like it is said that when the hundreds of 100 top scientists will be named, then his name will definitely gonna come. Okay, so these are the important facts which I have already discussed with you. So the concept of speciation is given by what? Ernest Mayr. And Ernest Mayr, when he gave this concept, he said that species is what? Closely resemblance or aggregated characters define the species. And when I'm talking about it, means he gave a very important concept that a species are able to reproduce, okay, within the same thing. Means what? That it should be able to propagate, but within the same species, means it should not be able to reproduce and make the hybrids. Means interbreeding is not allowed. So means, but restricted by nature for interbreeding. Means you can't interbreed them and they produced a fertile offsprings. Now here comes a very important factor. What is that? It is that there are certain species which are artificially made, okay, and naturally also. Okay, normally when we will learn about the evolution chapter na, in that chapter we will be learning that what all things makes a different species and how a 2 different species still very common are not able to mate because of the reasons are present over there. Okay, one such thing, like if we are able to make a species to reproduce, then what all the things that problems are. The problem is that the new species that we are making now, they are always infertile. Infertile means not able to bring the baby. So means they are sterile. Remember I talked about yesterday about the reproduction where I'm talking about mules, hinny, and talking about the tiger and liger. So these are what? These are interspecies or inbreed. They are the interbreeding species, but they are not able to propagate. Okay, even if naturally they are doing it or artificially doing it. Let's give you an example. So artificially, what happened? So means this is, if this definition what Ernest Mayr gave, it has a valid reason because there it has seen it that certain artificially and naturally interbreeding when occur, it gives a non-fertile species. Okay, means they do not violate the concept of that this is a species and they can't interbreed. Okay, so artificially, like we have what? Hinny and mule. So what is hinny? Hinny is when there is male horse fuse with female donkey. So that forms what? It forms a hinny. Okay, whereas mule is what? It is a male donkey with female horse. They both are what? Sterile. That cannot reproduced. So nature itself stopped it, that this is not the species, you can make it. Moving further, if you see the artificially one, Okay, so like this is the artificially one, the mule and the hindi, which human made it for more adornance. Means if you go to the any hilly areas na, these mules and hinnis are present over there. So if you really goes to the like certain areas like in the Himachal Pradesh, or even if you remember that into the hilly areas or terrain where nothing can go, they people go with the mule and hindi sitting on the top of that. Okay, so they are more endurance. Okay, because they are made up of what, horse and donkey. Okay, hybrid. Naturally, if we see that we have what, we have tiger and liger. Now this tiger and lion word is coming from the tiger and lion. So we have a initial word is always given to the male counterpart. So here when the tiger is formed, tiger is what? It is formed by the male tiger with a female lion. The female word is always given at the back. Whereas liger, so this is lion. So male lion plus female tiger. They are naturally doing it. If we put it in the zoo, they will do it. But what will happen? They are sterile. Again, the problem is same. It is because this thing, when they are doing it naturally also, it's violating the concept of a species. Two different species, according to Mayer, they can't interbreed, but they are trying to do it. We are trying to make them do it. So nature said that, okay, no, you violate the law and I'm not giving you the fertility. That happens. I hope this thing is understood about the Ernest Mayr concepts of species. So species are the lower most unit in the this. Now the very easiest thing is, what is genus? Genus is what? Group of species. Okay, so genus is what? It is group of species together. Now genus could be of two types, monotypic or polytypic. And what it depends upon? Monotypic depends upon that only single genus present. Okay, means only the single species present, like Homo sapiens. We are the only species present under the genus Homo, because all the other died. Okay, we will learn that in the evolution chapter in 12th class. Don't worry. But for now, just remember the fact that Homo sapiens is a monotypic genus. Means Homo is a monotypic genus. Only one species left, that is sapiens, us. But whereas we go to the other species, like for example, your Solanum has what? Potato also, brinjal also, close relative of brinjal also. Means so many types. Means many. Poly word means many types of species present in one genus. So two types of genus there. But if you have to write it in your theory examination, what you will do? You will simply write that genus is what? Group of species is known as genus. This is a common thing. Group of this will becomes higher one. Okay, so it is of two types. What are the two types? Monotypic and the polytypic. Monotypic means what? Monotypic means only single genus, only single species present in the genus. Whereas in polytypic, more than one species present in the genus. Now the examples, of course we have to remember it. So for example is Homo genus contains only one species, living species, that is sapiens. Okay, whereas example polytypic, we are giving a one such example. Later you can make your own example. Okay, that Solanum genus contains species like tuberosum, which is what? Potato. Tuberosum, Melogena, etc. Okay, nigrum and all those things which we're gonna be learning. So this is genus. After genus comes the next one, that is family. Now what it is? Family is group of genus. Okay, here we are considering morphologically, means as well as the reproductive characteristic. Means in case of plants we call it floral characteristics. In case of other organism we consider it what? Reproductive structures. Okay, so it is what? It is aggregates of, means we are taking more features to identify this which belongs to which family. So it is a aggregate of vegetative plus floral, means floral for the plant. Normally it is what? Reproductive features. Okay, we're going to be learning the example later on. After family we have order. Now order is what? More aggregates, means aggregates of characters, means it is what? Group of families. But as it keeps on going on to the higher level now, similar character diminish. I told you that in the diagram also, what as we are going up, the lion is being put forth with the birds. Like how the birds and lion are even meeting up together. This question was coming up in your mind, right? So same thing, as we keep on going on the higher level, the similarities decreases. Okay, so that happens, and as you go further higher it reduces. Okay, then after order we have what? We have class. Class is what? Group of order. Then we have what? Phylum. So phylum we use the word for the animal, and division we are using it for the planting. Okay, and these are what? These are group of orders. After phylum we have kingdom. These are what? Kingdom is the group of phylum slash division, and it will make what? We have RH Whittaker classification in which 5 such groups are coming. What are those groups? Here you will remember just the name. Later on in biological classification we will learn it in detail. So what are the names? We have Monera, 5 groups of 5 kingdoms. Monera, we have Protista, we have fungi, we have Plantae, and we have Animalia. The numbers I have told you in the terms of their increasing complexity. Okay, so this thing is there. Coming back to the this thing, so example is given which you have to remember over here, which I am telling you. So if you see the with the terms of that what are present, I have already shown it that this is a species, genus, family, order, class, this thing. Okay, this is for the plant kingdom given in the example, and this is for the animal kingdom given in your example. So what happened? Your examples like tuberosum, megalogina, and the nigrum, they all belongs to the which genus? Solanum genus. Similarly, your Solanum, Petuna, and Dhatura. Dhatura will come again later on in 12th class. So here it could be a linking topic. Understand this way of studying we have to do from NCERT also. So this Solanum goes and has a family called Solanaceae. Means all these 3 has a common family. That is what? That is Solanaceae. Now different families are there like Solanaceae, Colvinaceae. They belongs to the common order, that is polymales. Okay, now this polymales and the other order Rosaceae, they belongs to the common class of the plant called as dicot. Then dicot or monocot are the 2 major differences. Dicotyledonous or monocotyledonous, they both are what? They are the classes of phylum Angiosperm. We have 5 phylums of the plant kingdom. So basically all of this comes under what? Plantae. Okay, so when I am saying that these 3 belongs to this, these 3 belongs to this, these 2 belongs to this 2 belongs to this 2 belongs to this, these 5 belongs to this. This way you have to remember it. Okay, so remember it like this. Same goes with the animals. In animal like tigress means tiger, pardus means your panther, leo means tiger. They belongs to phylum what? Panthera. Now Panthera and Felis. Panthera is big cats, Felis is the small cats. They belongs to family Felidaceae. Felidaceae and dogs, cats and dogs are similar in look, like if you have a little bit given its characterization. So Candidae is the dog family. Initially I was discussing with you. Both belongs to what? Carnivora order, because they both eats what? Fleshy things. Then Carnivora and Primata, these are the different orders which belongs to what? Mammals. Mammal is not the only class. We have what? We have amphibians, reptiles and all those things which belongs to what? Chordata. Okay, now the Chordata is not the only phylum. They have 11 such phylum. Okay, so that all belongs to what? Animalia kingdom. I hope this thing is understood. This is very important. Question is yet not coming from this topic, but higher chances of this kind of critical understanding question can come to you. Okay, coming back to the next thing, that is this table. Now when you are doing this table, this is super important. Every year question is coming. And one more thing, we will try to understand from this table that certain suffix and prefixes, if they are being used over here. So if you see that here, two animal examples, kingdom example, this is animal kingdom example, this is the plant kingdom examples are given to you. So if you want that, you can simply write it over there, that if we have to write the kingdom also over here. So what would be the kingdom? These two belongs to Animalia, whereas these two belongs to Plantae. Okay, coming back. Okay, so man, the biological name is Homo sapiens. Homo is the genus, sapiens is the species. So this is written. It belongs to the family Hominid. Order is Primata. Class is Mammalia. Order is, sorry, phylum is Chordata. We don't call it division. Okay, we will learn it later on more. And the kingdom is Mammalia, Animalia. Then housefly, your Musca domestica. So Musca is the genus, domestica is the species. It belongs to the phylum Muscidaceae. This is easy to remember. Okay, only this thing is tough, and this thing only makes the question. Yeah, so mark it like this. The order will be forgetting. Okay, then diphtheria, it belongs to, it is an insect. So class is Insecta, and Arthropoda is the phylum. We will learn it, then you will remember it better. Don't worry. And kingdom is Animalia. Then comes the mango. Mango is what? Magnifera indica. I've already told you about in the biological classification. Magnifera is the genus. Anseridaceae is the family. Snapdales is the order. We have studied another order, that is Polymalaceae, in which your Solanaceae and Rosaceae are coming. Then Dicotyledon is the class, and the angiosperms are their division and belongs to the kingdom Plantae. Then the wheat, Triticum aestivium. Triticum is the genus, Aestivium is the species. It belongs to Poaceae. It belongs to the order Boels. They are monocots and the angiospermic division, and it is the plant kingdom. You have to remember it. I hope you will be able to remember it. These are the, with this the chapter is over. Let's just dive into the question practice for you, that how to take it up. Before taking the question practice, one common thing that I want you to do with that sometimes if you have seen that, okay, in case of plants, in case of botany, zoology also we can apply, but in case of plants it is very much applied, that if someone will ask you that out of the following which is defining the family, which is giving the family, so you don't have to remember this thing. What you have to remember, that the family ends with AD, and in case of plants, okay, it ends with AC, if you see that. Okay, so this is a trick for you. What is the trick? That in case of family, okay, it ends with AEC. So this is what your suffix used for family. So if someone give you the example, then find out which one of the following is the family. So in case of this, you can find it like this. In case of animal, it is A. So means these two, A or Ace, would be what? For the family. What about the order? How to find it? The order one. In the order, you can only helpful with the botany part. Okay. So it always end with ales. Ales. Okay. So the order end with ales. This is the suffix for the order of the botany. So it becomes an easier for you to remember. Okay, so this thing is there, and these are only two examples. Classes, monocot or the dicot. With the time you will be able to understand. Coming up to the next thing, that is the question practice. So basically my question practice would be like not all the questions but a little bit of a question, and they will be divided into two divisions, that is LOD level 1 or LOD level 2. Means the type of questions, like difficulty level. The difficulty level 1, LOD 1 is the easiest question, LOD 2 is the little difficult questions. Let's just try to solve it up. The first question is LOD level 1. You can even write it down also, these questions, or you can just give the answers on the comment sections along with me. What it is this? The first question is isolated metabolic reactions outside the body performed in the test tubes are. I have talked about this statement that outside reactions are what? They are in vitro reactions. They are not the truly reactions. So neither they are living, neither they are non-living. So we go with C option, neither living nor living. Okay, these reactions. Okay, so not truly living means what? They are living but not true, pseudo true. Okay, this thing is there. Coming up to the next question, what does ICBN stand for? It is what? It is a nomenclature agency. That is what? International Code for Botanical Nomenclature. Okay, always remember it, very important. Then comes the next question. As we go from kingdom to the species, means higher to the lower level, the number of common character goes on. I gave you the question. As you go down, similarities increases, so common characters will increases. So it will increase over here. Go back and see that video, part of the videos again. Okay, then which of the following taxonomical category contains organism least similar to each other? Means it should be the highest level. So out of this, the highest level would be what? We have to remember what? Our whole table. That is what? Keep, pot, clean, or family get sick. This is the lowest. This is the highest. Do we have kingdom? No, we don't have kingdom. Do we have a phylum or division? No, we don't have phylum or division. Do we have a class? Yes, we have a class. So this is the one with the least similar characteristics. Okay, but the most number of organisms over here. I hope this question is also understood to you. If not, then go back, see the arrow things and come back and do this questions again. Then come the fifth question. The word ending with AEC indicate what? Family, beta. Given to you the suffix. Okay, so this is representing what? Family. This is the LOD level 1 question. Let's try the LOD level 2 questions. Okay, so one is that characterization of family is done on the basis of what? This is a text-based question, and I told you that it is based on vegetative and the reproductive features. So vegetative and reproductive, so both would be the answer. Okay, so this is an important question. PYQ. Then the next question is what? Oh, okay, some question is this. Okay, like this. So the next thing is what is the correct way of writing the biological name with the author who described it? So writing name is what? Like for example, it is what happened? Sorry. So this would be the answer would be what? Magnifera. Okay, wait. Yeah. Magnifera indica, author name Lin in the average form, and this will be underlined. This would be the correct way of writing it. Very important question. Moving on to the next one. Match the following: family, order, class, phylum. If you remember it, they are talking about the Musca domestica. So Muscadidae, this is not the Musca domestica, means it is the further next point. That is what? Family. So this is family. Then comes what? After family we have what? Okay, order. Order goes with diphtheria. Class goes with insecta. Phylum goes with arthropoda. So this is what? Table based question. Table based question. So that's it. So if you like this video, give it a like. Share it with your all the friends who just started their journey for NEET. Even if you are in the 11th class, this will help you out to make a good baseline according to the best of the best possible. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to you. This will motivate me a lot. Share it with your friends and that might help you them also. With this, the chapter is over. In the next 11th class on Monday, we will be going with the next chapter, that is biological classification. Next thing, if you want these notes of the chapter, it will be available on my WhatsApp, that is a chlorophyll classes, and it is even available on the Telegram page also. You can find the link in the description of the video. So that's all for this video. Thank you. Keep studying, keep enjoying.